Welcome back to our last round of Adepticon, round 5 in Shyhammer Fantasy. This is my Orcs and Goblins versus Goblins with one Orc. And in this video, you're going to see some craziness that Orcs and Goblins can bring out. Here's a picture of like overall view of his whole army. As you can see, he has a lot of units basically. These right here are going to be his goblin. I'm sorry, his wolf chariots. Yeah, goblin wolf chariots. 2 to 3 wolves apiece. And then back here we have his spear chucka. Over here we have a huge unit. I believe it's like 50 guys maybe. Um, but in this unit specifically, they have 4 heroes and lords with great weapons. One of them has the Crown of Command, one's the BSB, and one has Gambler armor. And then this is another picture of his wolf chariots. Over here is his level 4 Orc Shaman with the savage heads popping up with magic. And then over here we have 3 Snotling pump wagons, 2 Mangler squigs. I hate these son of a guns today. And that's funny coming from me because I'm the guy who usually has them. So, and then over here we have a unit of 10 squig hoppers. Might be 8 squig hoppers, but they also have a hero with them. 2 doom divers, ugh. And then for his spells, he has the Foot of Gork, he has Brain Buster, Hand of Gork, I want to say, and I don't remember what his last one was. He didn't really have anything too powerful. Over here I have the Hand, the Foot, Brain Buster, and then I took Gaze of Mork instead. And then my Night Goblin got Itchy Nuisance. So here's an overview of how his army looks. Basically, he has on the right side the Squig Hoppers, 2 Doom Divers over on the right side still. He has short bows, and then he has the 3 chariots up front. He has the Mangler coming up the front, the Snotling Pump Wagons coming up front, and then the Savage Orc Shamans hidden inside one of those bunkers of Night Goblins. It's going to be Orcs and Goblins turn 1, which I got the first roll. So I actually have my Vanguard, which my Wolf Rider runs up to the side flank. And then over here we have Failed Animosity, and there's going to be a lot of Failed Animosity in this game, just because we're both Orcs and Goblins, or Goblins. So my Squigs and my Savages fail and don't do anything, which means my Savage Orc Shaman cannot do any casting of magic. So, basically, this is how my movement ended. Gorbad does have a thing that boosts animosity, and if you want to know what I have in my army, you could just check out the first Adepticon video I have up against dwarves, because that'll give you a list of what I have. But I did not take pictures for this game because it was just the last game of the day, so I didn't take pictures of my army like I normally do. Over here I have my Wolf Rider just flying up the flank, and he's about to go for some Doom Divers on the following turn. Did not realize the Squig Hoppers could just kind of turn around and jump wherever they want to, though. Only spell I could do is Itchy Nuisance, and guess what? I actually get Irresistible Miscast, Irresistible Force. So it blows up the small template and kills off 4 or 5 of my Night Goblins with bows. But it does go off on the one of the chariots, so the chariots slowed down. I have my Doom Divers. Now my Doom Divers, they go through armor, so the best thing I could see on the board that has higher armor than normal is those chariots, and I know those chariots are about to crash into my unit, so I just started shooting down chariots there. One of them gets only 2 inches off, which ends up redirecting and kills it. The other one hits it, direct hit, but only gets 2 wounds on it, and it still has 1 wound left remaining. That was basically it. There was no close combat, and there was no other shooting for me. So we're going to go into Goblins turn 1. So for the Goblins, this big giant unit of actually 39 Goblins with 4 or 5 heroes squabbles, and not squabbles, they actually attack their neighboring unit and kill off 1 Night Goblin with bows, which means that both of them can't move for the rest of the turn. His Mangler goes ahead and moves up to the side there. And then his pump wagons are all coming for my Mangler, all 3 of them. And his Mangler is right up in front of my grill. Over here we have one of his chariots actually just charges right into my Mangler and takes it out for the first turn. His magic phase, he got 8 power dice, and he goes ahead and does the Foot. Oh god, this is brutal. He gets Irresistible Force, and I can't do anything to stop it. He puts it right in the center of Gorbad's unit with the Wolf Boys, and he gets a direct hit and crushes the whole unit except for Gorbad. Holy crap. That's how it feels to get stomped. Man. So he goes and tries. That's his miscast. He gets a 7. And I believe that just like kills like one guy that's in touching his shaman. Over here, his Doom Diver is going to go ahead and shoot at my savages. And it kills off 2 of my guys. And then I don't believe his other Doom Diver actually got anywhere close. Over here, his Squig Hoppers, they turn around and they start fighting my Lone Wolf on, my Lone Wolf Goblin Hero. But he didn't expect this. My Goblin Hero has heavy armor, has a great weapon, and he chumped up the Squig Hopper hero. He got off like 3 wounds and killed it, and then they only got 1 wound off on all the attacks they had left. So I actually won the combat there, and they started running, and I chased them down and killed them. Now what happens here is, since I chased them down, I believe I am in range 8 inches to release his fanatics. So his first set of fanatics. So here comes number 1 popping out to the front, and he throws out number 2 out there just to give me some something to think about charging in too fast. And then he throws number 3 this way. Actually, I think he threw them all this way. I just took pictures of them in front. But he throws them into my Wolf Rider, and it actually clips him, I believe. But oh yeah, it does definitely clip him. He gets 4 attacks in, but look at those. That's my ward saves, 5s and 6s all across. My Wolf Riders. He almost got a Yahtzee there. Anyways, so we're gonna go into Orcs and Goblins turn 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some charges, and my Wolf Rider goes ahead and charges into the Doom Diver. That was an easy target, but guess what? That releases even more fanatics. So now there's more fanatics that are close by. They went through their own Doom Diver to go for my Wolf Boy, and it actually hits him and kills him. I believe I took 2d6 and it was like 10, and I couldn't even stop that. Again, failed animosity with my Squigs, and they are forced to charge, and they actually connect their charge. What the hell? To the Snotling Pump Wagon. So that's going to be interesting. Everybody else either kind of moved up, and one of my fears right now is Gorbad. Gorbad is alone. He has nothing to stop him from getting shot by his Doom Divers, and Gorbad himself doesn't have a ward save, so getting shot by no armor save missiles is very dangerous. So I'm trying to run him around to the Giant Pyramid to the right side. We're going to go into Magic Phase next, and over here I got 5 Power Dice, and I try to go ahead and throw him on the foot, and he dispels it really, really fast. So we're going to go to Shooting Phase. I have these 2 Doom Divers. They're going to aim at the pump wagons. First one gets a direct hit. Second one misfires, but the misfire is just can't shoot for this turn or the next. And then I'm going to have these Night Goblins that with the bows. They're going to shoot at the Mangler, and they actually wound him twice. So I'm lucky with that one. And as you can see here, we have the Doom Diver really didn't do, or I think the Doom Diver actually flew into the one they were fighting and killed it off. So overall, we're all good. Over here, we're gonna go to Goblins turn 2. Failed animosity again with the unit of short bows, and these 2 pump wagons go ahead and charge into my Squigs. This guy is just kind of coming in closer, which is pretty scary. So next up, we're doing compulsory moves. We have his Night Goblin Fanatic swinging through, and he goes backwards right into his unit of short bows and right through to the other side to the unit of guys with swords. In the first row, or in the first unit there, he kills off 2 short bows, and then in his second one, he kills off 3 or 4 actually of the guys with the swords. Over here, this Fanatic ran into the other Fanatic, so they killed each other off and didn't do any damage, which is a damn shame. And then over here, he moves his Wolf Chariot close enough where it releases my Fanatics, and this is where shit just gets crazy. There's just too many Fanatics on the board. So I'm going to throw my Fanatics into his Chariot, and one goes through and takes out his Chariot. The other 2 fell short. But now my Fanatic that's swinging over there, I believe, might be in range to release more fanatics on his end. So now his unit with short bows over there is going to start releasing its fanatics, and as you can see, this is just a fantastic fanatic mess. This is awesome. I love it. So fanatics, I mean, I don't even know whose fanatics are moving at this part, but fanatics are running into other fanatics. They're killing each other right here, and we're gonna go into magic phase next. We got 7 power dice. He's gonna do the hand of Gork onto his mangler and move his mangler friggin' closer. I wish I could have took care of this guy sooner, but man. That was basically for his magic. I believe it shut down the rest of his magic. If I don't have pictures for some of these, some of the things that go on, it's because either it got stopped or it just didn't do anything of significance that I forgot to take a picture of. But we're going to go to his Doom Divers next. They're going to shoot at my Savages again. And again, at this point, I'm wondering, why isn't he not shooting at Gorbad? But I'm not complaining. I'm running Gorbad around the side because I don't want to get Gorbad shot by these Doom Divers. He shoots both Doom Divers into my Savages. One of them goes and drifts to the other side and hits my Black Orcs, and he ends up killing a single Black Orc. The other Doom Diver goes off and he just flies off into the middle of nowhere, and just, we'll call it there. His Spear Chucka, it misfires. He gets a slip shot, and he tries to sneak it by really quick, but I know what a slip shot is because I play Orcs and Goblins. It's a nice conversion on his Spear Chucka too. Reminds me of mine. So it can't fire this turn. And then we're going to go into close combat. And in close combat, he got his impact hits with the pump wagons because they charged in. But his initiative on his Snotlings weren't as fast as the Squigs. Squigs just destroyed both pump wagons point blank. They just ate them. And I believe on the impact hits, I lost about 6 Squigs right here. And then we're going to go into, that was about it for close combat, sorry. And we're going to go into Orcs and Goblins turn 3. My Fanatics start dying because they get doubles and they're dumb. And then over here, I kind of, like, you can see how I moved everybody this way. The Manglers are coming in on my left flank. So I'm trying to move my Black Orcs and Gorbad out of the way. I'm putting Gorbad behind that building right there because I don't want him getting shot by the Doom Divers, even though the Doom Divers could just redirect into him with an indirect shot. And then I started angling my Night Goblins with bows to protect the side and just try to hopefully shoot that last wound off of the Mangler that's coming. Over here, my Squigs, I just moved them over a little bit, and they're going to possibly charge into the side flank of one of the short bows. Let's go into the magic phase. I get 8 power dice, and I'm going to go ahead and use 2 of them on the Hand of Gork, and I get it off. And this is pretty much... It was a hit or miss situation. I'm getting shot at by, or I'm afraid of getting shot at by the Doom Divers by Gorbad. So what do? I throw Gorbad at the Doom Divers. It was, you know, it's not my proudest moment, but it was like a ballsy move, just throwing Gorbad alone onto the other side of the field. And, you know, it could have paid off. Who knows? I mean, I was out of ideas right now. I have that stupid Mangler coming in, and just, I don't know. I just felt like I had to take care of the Doom Divers, because Doom Divers are just taking cheap shots at my guys, and hopefully I can start out shooting him. As for the shooting phase, well, of course I use 6 dice on the foot, and he stops the foot. So on the shooting phase, I have my first Doom Diver aiming at, I believe it would have been this unit right here, but it drifted off and did nothing. And then the other Doom Diver was out of commission. Now, here's where my major failure was. This is pretty much where the game starts to fall apart for me. I decided to take all these Night Goblins with bows and shoot the Mangler, hoping to wound it, and it didn't. I mean, the last time I shot at it, I got 2 wounds off, and not including how many hits, and I was like, there'd be no problem. I'll get, you know, 1 more wound out of like 14 shots or whatever, and I didn't. So now that Mangler's alive. So we're going to go to Goblins turn 3, and first thing he does is move the Mangler, and the Mangler goes right through my Savage Orcs. And now he's wild, and he goes ahead and he ate 7 Savage Orcs, not including the ones that got ward saves. So he kind of screws them up. And then his other Mangler's coming up right behind him, and that's not a pretty picture. Over here, his Fanatics are just kind of going spinning around doing nothing. They're just kind of clogging up the middle. And then we're going to go into his magic phase. First, he gets 8 power dice, and he gets double sixes onto Brainbuster. And he's going to go ahead and try to shoot sniper shots, I believe, at my Savage Orc Shaman, but my Savage Orc Shaman is fine. His miscast causes 2 more of his Night Goblins to die. And now he decides, holy shit, I gotta shoot Gorbad. So he goes ahead and he shoots Gorbad, gets a direct hit, and he puts 1 wound on him. Thank God, my guy's still alive. But the other guy, he can't shoot at Gorbad because Gorbad is in 12 inches, and you need at least 12 to 60 inches. So, excuse me. He could try to do an indirect shot, but he didn't even do that. So he aims at the savages over here, and it drifts off and actually falls into my fanatic. Whatever, it happens. So we're going to go into Orcs and Goblins turn 4. And again, this is about right around the time. I mean, he even told me at the end of the game he thought I had it by turn 4. So you'll see what happens here. First thing that messes me up is I get animosity, which means I am not moving, and Gorbad's on the other side of the board, which is not going to help out my animosity roll. And my level 4 is sitting right there with those manglers. Over here, I charged my my cave squigs into that unit, and I totally forgot he had 1 more set of fanatics, which is in that unit with the Savage Orc Shaman. So now he lets out 3 more fanatics, and they fall right in between the crack of my charge, and they destroy all my squigs. All of them except for 2 and 3 and 3 handlers. That was brutal. Over here I get Gorbad to charge into the Doom Diver, and of course he's gonna wreck that Doom Diver. Screw that stupid thing. And then we're gonna go into Magic Phase. Magic Phase, I got 5 power dice. But then again, my Savage Orc Shaman is in animosity. He can't do anything, and all I got is an itchy nuisance, which does nothing to me right now because my Night Goblin Shaman is facing the wrong way. So we're going to go into shooting phase. I'm going to have my Doom Diver shoot at that Mangler that is closest to me because all my Night Goblins failed their shots to kill it. And he hits it for 4 hits, but it doesn't wound. What the hell? Second Doom Diver, I'm going to aim at him, and he gets a misfire. Wonderful. And then, yeah, that guy's still alive. I'm going to try to shoot it with all my Night Goblins with the bows, and they all miss, and he is totally alive. I should have just walked my Night Goblins into him, but I was like, he only has 1 wound. I could do 1 wound, but it doesn't happen. Over here, my Manglers, they're going to go ahead and start eating up some Night Goblins. They kill off 5 of them, and the guys on the way back kill off 1 squig. And over here, like I said, Gorbad just destroyed that Doom Diver, and he's going to overrun, and he's going to charge right into the second Doom Diver. Get rid of his Doom Divers. It's also putting a fear of the back lines right now. Goblins turn 4. His Goblins fail animosity again, but they get a 6, which means they get a free movement, and then they are forced to charge, and they charge into my Black Orcs, which I'm okay with. I'm pretty sure my Black Orcs can handle that whole unit like it's nothing. I mean, they're guys with bows. But then he gets his Mangler, and his Mangler moves in this direction well enough range to not only mow through my Goblins with short bows, but he hits my unit of Black Orcs, it hits the wall, and then bounces off the wall and finishes his move there, and he kills off every single one of my Black Orcs except for the champion. Every one. Holy shit, I've never seen a Mangler hit that hard. Holy crap, he ate everybody. And then this Mangler goes right through my savages, and he eats 2 savages. I mean, these 2 Manglers just destroyed my whole... That whole unit of Black Orcs was pretty much what was going to help me win the game, because they were going to kill off that unit, charge into that freaking unit of his giant bus, and work on those guys, because, I mean, just they're going to get 2 attacks each, and just mow through some little chumpy goblins, but holy crap. Oh my god. And then over here, I have no idea what that 6 is for. But Oh, his sorry, the fanatic clips his corner of his unit right there, and he kills off 6 of his goblins. And then over here, his 2 fanatics run into each other and kill each other. And then over here, we have 1 fanatic running around the back line. Now this is another fanatic that's gonna bother me because he's sitting right behind where the shaman is, and I'm really just I'm gunning for that shaman. Power dice, he got 7 power dice, and he again any thwarted attempt to the foot that we're going for. And then he has a spear chucker, and his spear chucker aims over here and kills off 2. I know 3 guys are knocked over, but it's only 2 savage orcs that died. And then over here, my black orc champion kills off 2 of his night goblins, and they fail to wound him. And I basically, I don't know if I won that combat or if it was a draw. I don't know. I lost that combat, but I stuck my ground. Over here, Gorbad only did 2 wounds for some reason. He didn't finish it off right away. Or he did. I'm sorry. He did. He killed it off, and I reformed just kind of facing just a little bit more towards the back of both ranks there, just in case I wanted to change directions. We're going to go to Orcs and Goblins turn 5, and we're going to go fail another animosity here. Oh, I'm sorry. I passed the animosity. I failed the frenzy check. And again, because Gorbad's on the wrong side of the board. So I failed the frenzy check, and they're going to have to force charge into the closest unit, which is going to be that giant bus of night goblins. And not only do they fail their charge, but they fail it super bad. They only get double 1s on the charge, which doesn't move them that far at all. And again, I'm trying not to have my Savage Orc Shaman fail that so much. Over here, I was going to charge into the Orc Shaman. I should have waited a turn, but I was afraid of that Fanatic being able to clip my guy. Most of the ways I've gone with Gorbad into that unit, he would have hit that Fanatic. So I was kind of talked into going into this giant bus over here, and I was thinking if I start killing off this giant bus of goblins, I'll cause them to panic, they run, and everybody else will start to run as well. The one major flaw in my theory here is that he has the Crown of Stubbornness, and he obviously has numbers in his ranks there. So we're going to go into my magic phase. I got a 4 dice, and I'm going to go ahead and do the foot over here. It's a Hail Mary, and it drifts a little bit, and it killed like 2 guys because of how it drifted. Gonna go to shooting phase. This guy, he gets a misfire and blows up. And over here into close combat, my black orc champion, he actually kills 1. They don't hurt him, but he runs. And because he runs, these guys overrun into the goblins, which I think, oh, they passed their panic check is what it was. Over here, he starts to do make way to all his general guys, and again, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't know why I didn't kill one of his heroes or anything like that. I had Gorbad kill a couple of chumps. I was hoping just to get them to run, and I was like, the chumps are for sure kill, basically. And again, the Crown of Stubbornness just kind of got me there, and the numbers he had, the ranks. I wasn't thinking. At this point, it's the last game of the day too, though, and I admit I messed up royally here. But all his guys with great weapons and stuff, they attack last, and they do a couple wounds onto Gorbad. I believe like 2 wounds, and he already had 1 wound start, so he's at 3 out of 5. And all I did was kill some chumpy goblins. Over here, these guys still haven't reformed to face me, but they're going to kill 1 more night goblin, and I go ahead and I kill 2 of his. And we're going to go into Goblin's turn 5. So on charges, he goes ahead and charges that unit of with the Savage Orc Shaman into that 1 remaining Squig Herd guy. His Fanatic goes through both units and pops out the other side there. He ends up taking a couple casualties, like 2 on one and like 1 on the other, which is nothing. I mean, he got lucky on what his Fanatics killed him. Over here, the Mangler is continuously harassing my Savage Orcs, and he does hit him, and he kills off basically the whole unit. And my Savage Orc Shaman is down to 2 wounds, or he has 1 wound left. His Spear Chucker is going to go ahead and take shots at my remaining Doom Diver, and he hits him, and it wounds him only for 1. And then his Magic Phase, he got 8 power dice, puts it on the foot on my my Savage Orc Shaman, and it floats off. I was hoping it flew into the into the Mangler, but it didn't. And of course, they killed off my Squig herd guy that was remaining. So no blowing up on Squigs, which kind of sucks. Over here, my Night Goblins killed off 3 of his. His guys killed 2 of mine, and that's going to cause them to panic because he got charges and ranks and stuff like that. And so my guys start running off the board. And at this point right here, this is pretty much what I call the end of the game. He got his, I mean, I killed off one of his heroes, the guy with the Crown of Stubbornness, and then he just killed me off with his remaining guys. And yeah, it was a dumb move to throw Gorbad in there. I should have just had Gorbad go for like the Spear Chucker and then go back around for the Orc Shaman. But whatever. Like I said, I wasn't really thinking too much at this point. I was just kind of playing to have fun. I mean, it's an Orcs and Goblins game. I'm going to go for a Hail Mary on Orcs and Goblins turn 6. So I am going to go ahead and throw everything I got onto the foot of Gork. And not only that, I bring the statue of the foot next to the Orc Shaman so he could channel the power. And as you could see, he had a very fail roll. He only got a 14. Oh, he got it. He got 18 off. But it didn't do it. It didn't do anything really. And this is the end of the game. This is how the board looks. I literally have 1 Doom Diver, 1 Orc Shaman, and 1 Savage Orc left. That's it. And yeah, I'm gonna just peel off a unit here, just again to try to cause a panic check on somebody, and nobody panicked. So that was pretty much the end of the game. Hindsight's 2020. I was looking at it like, man, why did I do some of the things I did? You know, but I was in the moment. I was just having fun. And again, like I said, it was like the 5th game. It's not like I was going to win anything. I already had 2 losses in my name. And but overall, it was a really fun game. It was the first time I've ever got to fight Orcs and Goblins against myself, which is really fun because, as you guys know, I always play Orcs and Goblins. And you know, it was honestly like at some points during that game, it was just like, what the hell's happening? You got so many fanatics on the board. You got so many things going on. It was a really fun game. Grant was an awesome opponent. He was just he was really fun, and he was just telling me, you know, that's the point of the game, man. Just we're playing this army, especially the Orcs and Goblins, because it's fun. It's not a competitive army. It's not an army that's gonna just dominate every round, you know. And it was just it was overall just the whole Adepticon experience was really fun. I can't wait for it next year because you know, me and my brother had a blast. Probably join more games besides the championship rounds. Probably do like a team tournament or a big brawl if they have it next year. And who knows? You know, who knows what happens with 9th edition if it comes out and it changes everything on Adepticon. So we're looking forward to it, though. We're looking forward to playing Warhammer again because it's a blast. I have another game coming up on my battle reports. It's going to be me versus my brother, and then I'm actually starting to paint up my Arachnarok spider finally, so he'll be ready for use soon. And then I'm actually just changing up my list a little bit so that way I could have a little bit more flexibility on who I'm using. I do like Gorbad as a general though, because that huge 18 inspiring presence and BSB, cheap for the points he is, and being able to help out the animosity helps out as well. Besides that, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll be putting up more videos very soon. I'm going to have a tournament here in Chicago at the Dice Dojo on Broadway, and we're going to be 2,000 point games. It's only going to be 3 games, hopefully 3 games depending on time, and that'll be coming up soon as well. I'll take pictures from my battles there, and I'm also going to join in Blood of the Sun in the summer, so that'll be fun as well. So hopefully you guys keep up with my videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.